All right, let's jump right into it. Welcome to This Explainer. I am so thrilled to have you here today. Look, if you're an older adult, or maybe you're caring for someone who is, and you've been kind of stressed out about kidney health, you are in exactly the right place. Today, we're going to unpack a super practical, accessible 10-day morning routine that is designed specifically to support your kidneys. We're going to walk through the exact daily steps you can take the pressure off your system, and, just as importantly, we are going to prioritize safety and talk about exactly when it's time to call the doctor. Okay, let's dive into our roadmap for today. We're going to quickly cover four main areas. First, the creatinine fear. Then we'll break down the four pillars of the routine. Next is tracking your daily markers. And finally, we'll go over some critical safety warnings. All right, part one, the creatinine fear and what your lab numbers actually mean. You know, seeing a high creatinine number on a lab report, it can literally stop you cold. It's terrifying. But I want to offer some real hope here by asking a simple question. Are your kidneys actually failing, or are you just dehydrated? You see, your body naturally loses fluid overnight, just through breathing and sweating. So by the time you wake up, your blood is a bit more concentrated. Now, creatinine is just a totally normal waste product from everyday muscle breakdown. Your kidneys filter it out constantly. But when your fluid levels drop overnight, that filtration slows down. It's kind of like a slow-moving stream, which makes that creatinine number climb on paper, artificially. And that brings us to a really powerful realization, and I love this quote. Sometimes it is just dehydration wearing a scary mask. I really want you to remember that. A high number on a morning lab draw isn't always some immediate catastrophic disease progression. Sometimes, honestly, your kidneys are just thirsting and the whole system is just running a bit slow. Which is a perfect transition into section 2, the 4 routine pillars, a 10-day solution. Okay, so instead of buying those complicated $40 bags of obscure herbal teas sold on the internet, we really need to debunk a dangerous myth. You've probably seen ads for a kidney flush. Listen, the word flush is basically just a marketing buzzword used to sell things. Your kidneys do not need flushing the way a clogged kitchen pipe does. Aggressive quick fixes completely fail, especially for older adults whose bodies just don't bounce back from extreme stress the way they used to. What your delicate kidney filters actually need is consistent low pressure, steady hydration, and a lot less inflammatory stress. Small, repeatable habits will absolutely always beat extreme cleanses. And this brilliantly illustrates our game plan. Here are the 4 core pillars of our gentle 10-day morning ritual. Step 1 is the apple cider vinegar drink. Step 2 is steady hydration. Step 3 is a low-sodium breakfast. And Step 4 is adding anti-inflammatory ginger. Let's break these down one by one. All right, pillar 1, the ACV drink. Now, let me be clear. This is not a harsh detox. It's a hydration-first drink. You take about 8 to 12 ounces of plain water and stir in just 1 to 2 teaspoons of apple cider vinegar. Why? Well, the water hydrates the kidneys right out of the gate, while the ACV gives you evidence-backed support to blunt those post-meal blood sugar spikes, which, by the way, takes a massive strain off your kidneys. Plus, the acetic acid can gently shift your urine chemistry to help prevent mineral buildup. You'll want to drink this about 15 minutes before breakfast. If you have a sensitive stomach, just start with a single teaspoon and take it with your food. Oh, and a really important pro tip. Always use a straw and rinse your mouth with plain water right after to protect your tooth enamel. Let's move to pillar 2 and see how this builds on that very first glass. Pillar 2 is steady hydration. Obviously, 1 glass of water isn't going to carry you through the whole day. Now, I want to be super clear here. Please do not dangerously chug water all morning. That's a bad idea. Instead, simply aim for steady sips across the morning. Your ultimate goal is just to keep your urine a light yellow color. If you get to late morning and your urine is dark, that is a glaring red flag that you are already behind on your fluids, and your creatinine might be artificially climbing again. Now, pillar 3 targets your plate, because honestly, breakfast can undo all your good work if you aren't careful. Think about those packaged breakfast sandwiches, instant flavored oats, and deli meats. They are absolutely packed with hidden sodium, and sodium acts like a sponge. It pulls water into your bloodstream, which cranks up the pressure inside those delicate little kidney filters. This causes silent scarring you won't even feel until your next lab test. Instead, look at some of these cheap, kidney-friendly swaps. We're talking plain rolled oats with berries, maybe some eggs with dried herbs instead of salty ham, or whole grain toast with just a thin spread of unsalted peanut butter. And that brings us to pillar 4, the ingredient most people totally miss, Ginger. Ginger contains these active compounds called gingerols. They're incredible because they naturally dial down the inflammatory pathways throughout your entire body. So, why does this matter for your kidney numbers? Well, systemic inflammation raises oxidative stress and actively worsens your blood pressure control. And both of those things act like an accelerator for kidney damage. So, simply grating a little fresh ginger into hot water for tea or adding a slice to your oatmeal, it's a small, absolutely crucial step to lower that overall systemic stress.
Okay, moving right along to section 3, tracking your daily markers so you can see the full movie.
A lab draw at the doctor's office is merely a snapshot in time. But tracking your habits at home, that shows you the full movie. During your 10-day routine, I want you to step on the scale every single morning. A sudden jump of 2 or 3 pounds overnight, that is physically impossible to be fat. That is fluid retention. It's your body signaling that your kidneys are struggling to process fluids. Check for puffy ankles. Do they leave a little dent when you press them? Keep an eye on your morning blood pressure trends, note your urine color, and track your energy levels. Write these down. These daily patterns tell an incredibly rich story about what's going on inside.
And finally, section 4, critical safety warnings and vital precautions. I want to shift gears and slow down for a second, because this is vital medical information. Mistake number 1 is the deeply flawed belief that if a little is good, a lot must be better. Actually, scratch that. It's not just a flaw, it's dangerous. Do not increase your apple cider vinegar dose. If you push it to 3 tablespoons, you are only going to severely irritate your stomach lining, permanently erode your tooth enamel, and dangerously drop your potassium levels. And if you're on blood pressure meds, that drop in potassium can be catastrophic. Stick to the 1 to 2 teaspoons, period.
So the crucial point is this: no morning drink on earth can magically fix an unresolved root cause. If your kidney numbers are climbing because of uncontrolled blood pressure or poorly managed diabetes, or maybe because you're taking ibuprofen every single day for your arthritis, or even ignoring a UTI, or having worsening kidney disease that actually requires a specialist, this drink will not cure you. You have to be honest with yourself about what is actually driving your lab numbers. Furthermore, while apple cider vinegar and ginger are generally very safe everyday foods, specific medical situations absolutely require a doctor's permission first. You must consult your clinician before starting this routine if you have stage 4 or 5 chronic kidney disease, if you are on a medical fluid restriction, have stomach ulcers, or if you take blood thinners like warfarin or specific medications for diabetes and potassium management. Please run this simple list by your doctor first. It's just the smart thing to do. And look, if you experience any of these red flags, very low urine output over a full day, chest pressure, sudden, severe swelling in your legs or around your eyes, nonstop vomiting, confusion, shortness of breath, or unexpected blood pressure spikes, stop the routine immediately. These are absolutely not side effects of a little vinegar. These are severe medical emergencies. You don't need a morning drink at that point. You need an immediate trip to the doctor or the ER. Now, if you are clear to try this routine, I want to help you manage your expectations by redefining what success actually looks like. Yes, for sure, some people will do this for 10 days, get a lab test, and see their creatinine drop. But for others, the number might just stay exactly the same. And I want you to know that simply slowing the progression of decline through these gentle lifestyle changes, that is a major, massive victory. Keeping your kidneys stable is absolutely something worth celebrating. So I leave you with this question to think about. Which part of this gentle kidney-supporting morning ritual are you going to start with tomorrow? Will it be the steady hydration, the low sodium swaps, or maybe adding that ginger? Whatever it is, commit to tracking your progress for 10 days. Write down everything you notice about your weight, your energy, your ankles, the whole shebang, and bring those very notes directly to your next doctor's visit. Take charge of your health story. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer, and I can't wait to help you unpack more crucial health topics next time.